Hello and welcome to Season 2. We are Paul and Leah, who sailed our boat around the Pacific Islands for a time until COVID appeared. After sailing back to Australia, we are now coastal cruising. Join us as we experience coastal Queensland and don't forget to subscribe.
Looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me, I need something fast, I need something to last and give satisfaction, no.
After spending a short time at Yeppoon and the Keppel Islands, we head south to Hervey Bay and the Great Sandy Straits. From there, we have to wait for the right tide to enter the Mary River and navigate upstream the 19 miles to the city of Maryborough. We arrived at a marina berth where we plan to stay for the cyclone season. The Mary River Marina is very conveniently located a short walk from the town centre.
Such as sugar, alcohol, opium when it was legal, things like that, until you paid your taxes. So this building is still in its original condition, even some of the floors downstairs. We've changed them so they're a little bit more waterproof these days, as we do flood here. So we just take them out, put them out to dry and pop them back in. The gauger will give you a little bit more information before you walk through if you'd like to start with him and then just have a little walk around.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Why Maryborough needed to build this bond store? To answer that, we need to go back to 1859.
The bond store was an essential part of Her Majesty's Customs Service at the port of Maryborough at the peak of immigration and trade in the mid to late 1800s. The building provided safe and secure storage for goods that attracted a tax, including important essentials such as cigars, tobacco, rum, wine, spirits and opium. The building dates back to 1864, retaining its original earthen floors and historic handmade bricks. So this is about the sugarcane industry.
So Maryborough's got a history of blackbirding, and this is a display explaining about how blackbirding operated in Maryborough. It's quite grim, actually, what they did to them. Very harsh conditions, and barely paid, barely fed. It's a very hard time. When they came here, they were under the impression that they were here for a 12-month contract, but then the sugarcane farmers or company insisted that it was a 3-month contract.
That's the original floor then.
It is indeed. This cannon is from a Dutch East Indian vessel that was found sunk in the Torres Strait, and it was given as a gift to the people of Maryborough. It was used as a timekeeper, and it was fired every day at 1 o'clock. And a replica of that is in the town square, and it's fired every Thursday at 1 o'clock these days. Travis was born here, and she was the writer of the Mary Poppins story. She was born here in this bank building. Her father was a banker, and they lived upstairs.
So in the late 1800s, pigs, cows and goats, they'd roamed all around the main streets, and they became such a nuisance that they got a special inspector of nuisances in and employed him to round them up. Sunglasses. He's sun smart, this pig. Got some sunglasses on.
This here has got about the So here's a flood gauge, so you can see how far floods can get to here in Maryborough. We're up actually quite a height from the river, so look at that. He's just a small-sized man that used to turn off the city lights at night and come around and turn them on in the morning. He's a very popular chap, part of Maryborough's history. This is
a Corona typewriter.
This is Duncan Chapman, who was born in Maryborough, and he was the first soldier to land on, first Australian soldier to land on Gallipoli.
Duncan Chapman.
I happened to be in the first boat that reached the shore.
They call this 1,000-yard stair.
Oh. Got his gas mask there as well.
This is one of the oldest banyan trees in Australia.
It's so musical.
Very nice. This train is a replica of the Marianne, which was the first steam train built in Queensland by John Walker and Company Limited in 1873. The original one was used to haul logs in the Tin Can Bay area. Pylons here. This is low tide now, but look how high they are. You can see how high the tide is and what happens here in times of flood.
They're just dredging that inside channel so you can get the boats on the inside there. So we've got problems with our anchor winch, and when you hit the foot switch the anchor chain doesn't come up, it goes down, and we can actually raise it from the helm position but not from the foot switch. So I needed to change out the connections. They're all rusty and worn out, but unfortunately I can't get the replacement parts for this windlass now, so I had to buy a brand new solenoid, and it's completely different from the other one. So this is the new one, and what's different about it is it's got these spade connectors instead of the ring connectors which the old one had. So the solenoid for the windlass is inside this white box here. Just got to take that off. Oh, it's no wonder that this didn't work anymore. Just look at this. Look how corroded that is. Yeah, so this unit now is obsolete, and this gets replaced by this one. Just the basic solenoid without the cover.
been several months in Maryborough, we're ready to set sail again. Well, it's lucky that we've kept our old track, because look at how thick this mist is. I hope nobody's coming the other way. Join us next episode as we head down the Sandy Straits and cross the infamous Wide Bay Bar and head south. Just heading down the Great Sandy Straits now.
So this is the Wide Bay Bar, and at the moment the area we're in is called the Mad Mile. So they call it the Mad Mile because you've got the breakers over here towards the seaside.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to be notified of future videos.